You ever heard of the Madden Curse? It's like a bad dream for NFL stars. They get slapped on the cover of the hottest football game, Madden, looking all hyped, but then, wham! Injuries, terrible performances, just a whole lot of losing.
This is what happened to Alex Smith. As we welcome you back to Landover, there is Alex.
We're talking broken legs like Garrison Hurst, or meltdowns so epic they make headlines, like Antonio Brown. Is this just a coincidence, or is something seriously messed up going on? Hold tight, because we're about to dive into the spooky truth behind the Madden Curse. It's said that when a player appears on the cover of Madden, their career is instantly ruined. A young Garrison Hurst didn't know it yet, but he'd be the first victim. September 1998, the 49ers and Jets are clawing for a win in overtime. Tied 30-30. The tension is thick enough to chew on. The ball snaps, handed off to Garrison Hurst, way back in the end zone. This looks like a normal play, but hold on. Hurst explodes out of there, leaving Jets defenders grasping at air. He's on a 96-yard rocket ride the entire length of the field. Touchdown! The crowd goes ballistic, Hurst's a legend, and he even snags the first Madden cover. Fast forward to the playoffs, Super Bowl dreams on the line. First play, handoff to Hurst. Everyone's buzzing, expecting another highlight reel. But then, wham! Hurst tries to juke a tackle. Forget one cursed player, this was a full-blown nightmare. The NFL figured Hurst was a one-off, but then came Madden 2000. Enter Barry Sanders, a rushing beast who devoured the 90s. Dude was unstoppable, racking up 1,500 yards like it was breakfast. Lock for the cover, right? Wrong! Barry vanished faster than a magician's rabbit. No calls, no practices, just a chilling goodbye letter. Who retires at their peak? Back then, the curse wasn't even a whisper. But now, looking back, it's spooky. Did Barry see Hurst's fade and nope out before the curse chomped him too? Madden panicked, replaced him with Dorsey Levens, who promptly got hurt. Starting to look like Barry might have been onto something. By now, players have been wondering if the Madden Curse was the real deal or just urban legend, but they just couldn't turn down the honor. Well, let us tell you about Dante Culpepper. Dude was on fire in 2000, starting every single game. Then, bam! He graces the cover of Madden 2002, and a few months later, his knee explodes in a game against the Steelers. Season over. And guess what? His career went downhill faster than a bungee jumper without a cord. He used to start every game, but after the cover? Only twice in the next 9 seasons. Coincidence? How do you feel about it? Now get ready for part 2 of the Madden Curse horror story. Marshall Faulk. The man was a rushing machine. 5 seasons in a row, he topped 1,000 yards, crushing it with over 1,300 yards 4 times. Then, Madden 2003 throws him on the cover and wham! Ankles say, nope! He misses 5 games and never breaks 1,000 yards rushing again. Brutal. But wait, it gets worse. 3 years later, his knee needs surgery, costing him the entire 2006 season. Dude never even came back. The Madden Curse strikes again. By 2009, the Madden Curse was a monster, so EA Sports threw a Hail Mary to break it. They put 2 athletes on the cover for the first time. Troy Polamalu, a defensive beast, and Larry Fitzgerald, the hottest receiver in the game. The thinking? Maybe if they doubled the cover dudes, they'd double their chances of breaking the curse. For a while, it seemed to work. Fitzgerald stayed healthy and even snagged a Pro Bowl nod. But then the curse reared its ugly head. Polamalu's knee went wonky, limiting him to just 5 games. That playoff push by his Steelers smoked. As for Fitzgerald, he dodged the curse in the regular season, but it whacked him right in the ribs during the playoffs, ending his season. So yeah, the curse wasn't doubling down, it was doubling its victims. Antonio Brown was on fire in 2018. Dude was a receiving machine, hauling in passes like crazy. 104 catches, 1,300 yards, 15 touchdowns. He was racking up these stats year after year, so it was no surprise he landed the Madden 19 cover. But then, the final week of the season hit, and things went sideways faster than a fumble. Antonio started a locker room brawl with Ben Roethlisberger, got benched, and whispers swirled. The curse messing with his head, that big contract inflating his ego. Whatever it was, Antonio's offseason was a meltdown. Trade demands, skip practices. This wasn't the superstar everyone knew. He lands with the Raiders, but the curse gets creepy. Training camp rolls around and Antonio gets diagnosed with, wait for it, frostbite, on his feet from cryotherapy. Here's the crazy part. Madden runs on a game engine called Frostbite. Spooky coincidence, right? You could practically see the pressure messing with Antonio's mind. Buckle up, because it gets even weirder. The NFL changes their helmet rules, banning some models, including Antonio's favorite. This was the final straw. Random injuries, league bans. Antonio saw these as signs from the football gods. He freaked, publicly declaring retirement if he couldn't wear his helmet. Nobody understood his attachment, but for Antonio, comfort meant avoiding mistakes. With the curse in full force, he wasn't taking chances. His career, his life, felt like they were on the line. The NFL wouldn't budge on the helmet. Antonio wasn't backing down. He fought with teammates, ditched practices, racking up fines. He even trashed his team and the league on social media. Boom! Cut from the Raiders before playing a single snap. But the curse wasn't done. It followed him out of football. Scandals erupted, his career shattered. Kicked out of the NFL, Antonio's downfall remains a mystery. The only explanation that makes any sense? The Madden Curse claimed another soul. The Madden Curse strikes fear in the hearts of NFL players. Just look at Antonio Brown's meltdown. Lamar Jackson, the reigning MVP who lit it up in 2019 with over 3,000 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards, became the cover athlete for Madden 21. But did the curse follow him? Lamar avoided any major injuries during the season, but he did catch COVID-19, which is no walk in the park. Then, in the biggest game of his career, the playoffs against the Buffalo Bills, it happened. A bad snap sailed over Lamar's head. He chased it down, threw it away, but got hammered by two Bills defenders. Lamar went down like he'd been struck by lightning and was diagnosed with a concussion. Only time will tell how this concussion impacts Lamar's future. Did the Madden Curse strike again, or was this just a freak play? One thing's for sure, the legend of the Madden Curse lives on. Lamar Jackson's concussion, a cruel twist of fate, or another victim of the Madden Curse? So, is the curse real, or just a media invention? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the chilling world of the Madden Curse, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more dives into the weird and wonderful world of football. We've got plenty of sports mysteries and legends waiting to be cracked open.